welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve, and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now, in our last build, we went sci-fi when we built the noisy cricket from Men in Black. And if you missed that build, we're going to include the link in the description below for our channel's homepage, so you can go over there and check out Noisy Cricket or any of our other super cool builds you might have missed. Which brings us to this build. In this build, we're going to go video game. So, without further ado, Black Sheep Props would like to introduce you to the newest member of the family. Check out that bad boy. That's right. That is the exploding gel gun, or exploding gel launcher. Who knows? It shoots, it launches. Is it a gun? Is it a launcher? Who knows? Anyway. Exploding gel from the video game Arkham City. Dig that. Wow, really cool. Pretty simple though. Color scheme. Silver, black, and a tiny little bit of gold. But the build is cool. We've got a lot of angles, a lot of little recesses, a lot of things we built up. So we've got little step downs and caverns, and this is another one of those builds where you have to layer up a lot of pieces before you cut them. It's kind of like a puzzle, this one. Little, but kind of puzzle-like. But super easy, you can totally nail this. So in this episode, making an EVA foam exploding gel gun / launcher, we're gonna go step by step through how to make it. And by the way, we have a template for this baby, so if you want to go and pick up a template and make your own along with us, we're going to also include the link to our storefront in the description below, so you can go pick up a template. Or don't, hang out and just chill, which is what I like doing. So, if you're ready to hit it, let's make something. Alright, here we go. We're going to begin building our main body piece. And like we talk about all the time, you're going to use a lot of different thicknesses of foam. We've got 2mm, 3, 6. We've got big 24mm and 18mm. And the reason we have these in two pieces like this is we need it to be this thick. We need it to be 1.25 inches thick. And so to get that, we're going to put a 6mm and a 24mm together, or 1/4 inch and 1 inch. And the same thing here, we need this super thick body piece to be like 1 3/4. So we've got a 1 inch and a 3/4, which is a 24 and an 18. And you just glue them together, and you've got the thickness you need. So now we're going to begin assembling and cutting. Give it a few minutes till it dries, and then bam, we make contact. Nice. All right, now because of how thick this is, we're going to zip over to the bandsaw, and we're going to begin cutting these out. Okay, there you go. Check that out. Now we're going to cut through on this line to make two pieces. All right, there we go. That easy. We cut the whole piece out. Rather than cut each of these separately, we cut the outer shape once, and then we cut right through the middle. There we go. All right. All right, now we're going to begin this piece. We're going to lower our guard. All right, there we go. We've got the top portion cut. Now we're going to roll it over and draw a pattern on the side, and we're going to do the side cut. Okay, there we go. All right, check that out. Cool. All right, now we're going to bring in our pieces just like that. We're going to put a spacer in here and a spacer in here, which is exactly what these are. This is All right, there we go. Give it a couple minutes. like that. Get our Sharpie line down where we're going to glue. See how you just use the brush, kind of use the edge of the brush, that way you can get a nice sharp line. All right, there we go. Give it a few minutes till it dries. Getting it flush here on the back. You want it right flush with the end. Nice. Very cool. And then this is coming in at the top. So see that? We got a lot of spacers going on in here. It's exactly what we wanted. But before we attach these, we're going to get the Dremel out and we're going to round off all around these pieces. All right, there we go. Dust mask on. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our 220 sanding stick, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this piece because we've got a little bit of bandsaw on there, a little bit of bandsaw striping. So we're just going to come in nice and easy. There we go. All go. Let's come in with our 320. Nice. Wow, that really works. All right, now, you know the drill. After we Dremel and sanding stick, we come in with our heat gun. All right, there we go. Everything's cemented. Give it a few minutes. Just like that. We're going to come around to the front. We're going to center the front just like that. Beautiful. Wow. All right, now the bottom piece. Just like that. And before we touch it down, we come around to the front and make sure the front is also centered. All right, shaping up. Cool. Okay, now we have this little square piece of foam, which is the height we want. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw our side pattern on here, just like this. We've done this before, where we cut it once to be the diameter we wanted. Now we're rolling it over to the side, and we transferred this pattern over to it. Now we're going to cut that out on the bandsaw. All right, there we go. Check that out. Wow, look at that. Flush with the edge right there. That is sweet. All right, we're gonna come in with our 220. We're gonna get the bandsaw lines off. Beautiful, look at that, smooth edges. Give it a few minutes, then we'll stick it. We're going to push it down. It's flush with the edge right here. We've put it down right inside our Sharpie marks all the way around. Okay, now we're going to do the little section that's going to look like vents on the front of our piece. So what we did was we used our template that we made. We transferred our lines over. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our wood burner, and it's super hot right now, so be careful. And we made our little dots right here because we're going to go right through all these lines. Okay, now before we use the wood burner to burn our lines in, we have to say that this is burning plastic, and you do not want to be smelling this in. So make sure you have a fan off to the side that blows the fumes away from your face, and also just to be double careful, wear your dust mask and make sure you're in a big, well-ventilated area. That's it. Be careful, be smart. All right, super easy. We're gonna right through just like that. All right, there we go, look at that. All right, now we're gonna cut out this next piece of foam right there, just like that. Now when we come in and we stick this down, look what we're gonna get. Nice, we're gonna get that little recessed window with our vents on the inside. That is cool. Right up to the Sharpie line we just drew, but we don't want it inside where the vents are. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna give this a little bit of time to dry, and then we're gonna attach it. All right, there we go, very easy. We're gonna come in, that's it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with this. Just like that. Use our straight edge. We're gonna go straight through our foam, just like that. And we're gonna come over to this side, same thing, take your time, don't go fast. You do not wanna jump the tracks and cut the edge of your finger off. Whoa, that is a cool detail. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and get some super glue down on here. Stick it down right in the side of where our Sharpie lines are. Got the vent at the top. That is really cool, shaping up nicely. Okay, now we're going to come in with our little piece of our foam dowel. We've got the length that we need right here, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our 2 marks. See that right there, those 2 dots? That's where we're going to cut, right there and right there. All right. On this side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with this EVA foam dowel that's a little bit smaller in diameter. And what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to slice off a little piece on the end just like that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to get the bottom of our piece all wet. Go around here and get our squeeze out off of here. That's what we needed, just like that. And so what we're going to do next is we're going to use our Dremel and we're going to round the edge of that real quick. Oh, nice. Look at that. Nice and tightened up, smooth round corner. Beautiful. All right, there we go. There's our center. Tiny bit of super glue. There we go. All right. Man, look how easy this is. You can totally nail this. All right. All right, now we've got our 3/4 of an inch piece of foam right here. We're going to cut right along this edge on the bandsaw. All right, see that? We cut this corner angle here because it's gonna go right in there like that. Wow. All right. Right here and right here. All right, now before we do that, we're going to round this off with the Dremel. Ooh, that's nice. All right, there we go. Give it a few minutes. All right, now we're going to start doing the details that are going to go on the side of the body. We've got them all set up here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our knife standing straight up like we've done before. And that way we can pivot right around our circle. There we go, just like that. Now we're going to do all 4 of these pieces. Now what we're going to do is we are going to Dremel around all of the edges. All right, there we go. Look at that. We've got really nice rounded corners on all of our pieces. Really cool, subtle little detail. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to do another detail that we've done before. If you see our little dots right there, we're going to start, we're going to go from line to line, but we're going to start right at the Sharpie mark. We're going to slice through the top layer. Okay, now what we're going to do is this. Now we're going to get our heat gun going. You've seen us do this before. Now the heat is going to make the foam shrink a little bit, which is going to make the cuts that we just did open up. Now watch this. There we go. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. And then this is going to come in like that. Look at that. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's so cool. All right, now we're going to do it to the other one. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the 2 circle details just to tighten them up. Really liking that. Wow. Okay, now this is going to go right on, this piece is going to go right on here. And now we're going to make a little spacer that's going to go right in between here. So what we did was we took our paper template, we transferred it over to our 1/2 inch foam, and we're going to cut those out on the bandsaw, and we're going to use those as a spacer. All right, there we go. See that? That's perfect. Now this is going to come in and it's going to attach right on here like this. And then when this piece comes in and sticks down, we're going to have a nice spacer in the middle. Look at that. Very cool. All right. On both sides, just like that. All right, there we go. Give it a couple minutes. All right, pretty cool. Perfect. Put our piece right down inside of our Sharpie marks like that. That's where we want it. Now we're going to come over to this side. We're going to do the same thing. Get it right inside our Sharpie marks. There we go. All right. Okay, now we've got our 3 pieces drawn out for the nozzle of our weapon. All right, there we go. There's one. Now we're gonna come in and we're gonna do the same thing right here. Perfect. Okay, now this piece we want to cut on a bevel. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our X-Acto knife and we're just going to tip the knife over sideways and like this, and we're going to spin it around just like that. All right, now we've got our bevel cut. Put this right in the center like that. We're going to rub off our squeeze out. All right, look at that, cool. Now we'll do the little nozzle piece in the middle. Okay, we're going to cut this third one. All right, there we go. Now let's see if we can okay, there we go. It's got a rounded bevel on it. So there we go. Now we'll come in and we will put it right in the center. All right. Boom, there you have it. Nice and easy. But you did see, like we said earlier at the start of the video, that it's kind of puzzle-like, the way that it goes together. Got to do a lot of layering up, a lot of lining up edges and sandwiching things together and then cutting it out, which we've done a lot lately, but it gets the desired effect, so that's why we do it. And not hard. You can totally do this. Easy. So, looking good so far. That concludes making an EVA foam exploding gel gun part 1. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.